Tell me some of the things you've done with cold. They attract attention. I think you first did 30 minutes in ice was your first piece, and then you broke that record 12 days later.
Yeah.
And you've gone further and further. Then you've climbed the mountains. You've dove underneath sheets of ice. What are some of these things that you've done, and what's got the biggest reaction? What scared you the most?
It's a nice story. Many stories, but one of the I had to do a rehearsal before I was going under the ice.
This was in Finland.
Yes, in Finland.
And they had to cut through it with
cut through like a meter of ice, a yard, more than a yard. And I had to do this rehearsal, and there was no diver underneath. But I thought, tomorrow I got to do this record. I'm not going to do the half. I'm going to do the whole to make sure I'm. This is the way it goes with rehearsing. I got to do it for real now. Like 50 meters, like 60 yards or something.
Underwater in the ice.
Under water in the ice. I went on. I did my breathing. With the ice.
How long do you breathe for?
Like 2-3 minutes. Okay. Oxygenizing the body. It feels like a lot of carbon dioxide goes out. A lot of oxygen gets in. Body gets to be alkaline. And then I get horizontal.
Because the ice is like a meter.
Yeah. Okay. So first you get down, then you go horizontal. But I had no goggles on, so my retina it froze after 35 meters. I couldn't see the hole anymore, and I just went on instinctively going on, and I passed. I bypassed the hole on the right side.
The second hole. There were two holes.
The second hole. And when I was at like 60 meters, 48 strokes. I got to go back 6 strokes. Going back, and nothing. Going that way, 6 strokes once again. Just glass, the wall. And from there to that place, to that place.
Scariest moment of your life?
Absolutely not. I lost the fear of death over there. Why? Because I never felt I was drowning. I was just, at a certain moment, my vision became this much, physically. And then I began to slowly get into sleep. But no pain, no agony, no drowning. Now I know why, because I did this breathing prior to going in, etc. Taking the pH levels so much up, and then the lack of oxygen finally didn't take these pH levels down. So I felt no agony. It was just shutting down the whole system and getting into the nervous system. Then it goes into, the tunnel and the light, which is the brainstem. And you actually get a pleasant, nice experience like in a dream state. Like you are dying, but nothing is going on. You just go into the light. This is what I felt. I lost this fear or idea of death, and that the fear and idea of death is that we have no control anymore over the deepest part of our brain, which is the brain stem, the end of the tunnel, the light itself. We have no control over that. But it happened over there, and coincidentally, I found out by intuition that the first time I went into the ice was it silenced me. Something deep had touched me. And this is the key. This is the key, not only to the deepest levels of our physiology, it's also taken away the fear of death, because we get a hold over all the nervous system the right way, right pH levels, at the time of the death is just shutting down. It wants to shut down. Spirit goes somewhere else, live on. It's a shutdown. You don't need the house anymore when you go to some place. So we do that, the spirit does it within our body as well. But as we have the wrong pH levels, it is not able to shut down. So you get this. And people fear of this. It's logical, but they fear not having the right pH levels, no control, therefore. They didn't find out how to learn to be aware of the brain-body connection. And thus we are learning to get into stress and daily things, but we don't deal with happiness, strength, and health.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.